In competitive mode, you'll get hidden agendas as you play through the game. Earn points by making your agenda come true.
Meeker, 1031, possible hostage situation. Extreme caution advised. Suspect description matches the trapper.
You ready for this? What's the play?
Vote for choices by moving your pointer inside the box. You must have a majority vote to progress the game. Play a takeover card to lock out your friends and seize control of a choice. You'll start with just one card. Earn more by completing searches and QuickTime events. For this choice, you can use your takeover for free. Why don't you give it a go? Just tap the takeover button during a choice to take control.
It doesn't feel right. Let's scope it out.
Split up.
I'll take the door around back.
Windows mine.
Stealth mode. See you in there.
Use your pointer to hit the target before the timer runs out. Whoever hits it first wins a takeover.
Hands up now!
To shoot, everyone must move their pointer onto the target. Think before you shoot. You do not have to open fire.
Hands behind your head, no sudden moves.
I will shoot.
Don't shoot!
Hey! Don't test my aim, fucker!
I am not gonna hurt her.
Please help me, please get me out of here. Hey. Hey. Easy. Easy now. Let's just take this nice and slow. Freeze!
Drop the gun.
Don't move.
The hunt for the Trapper came to a dramatic end tonight as police from the 3rd Precinct arrested their primary suspect, Jonathan Finn, has gripped the city and claimed the lives of first response police officers. More on this story as it develops.
Ladies and gentlemen, the accused, Jonathan Finn, is guilty. Of that, there's no doubt. Your job is simply to determine how he is punished. This man, the so-called Trapper Killer, has terrorized our community with his brutal murder spree. Booby-trapping his victims so our brave first responders became victims themselves. These innocent people were targeted for no other reason than to play out Jonathan Finn's sick game. Jonathan Finn has confessed to every single one of these crimes. I ask that the court consider Jonathan Finn's voluntary confession of his crimes. He has spared the victims' families a prolonged trial, and in doing so, has demonstrated a glimmer of remorse. Therefore, it is my recommendation that Jonathan Finn be spared the death penalty and instead sentenced to life in prison with no possibility of parole. Thank you.
Jonathan Finn, you have committed crimes of such a depraved nature that this court has no alternative but to sentence you to death by lethal injection. This court is adjourned.
Tap the logbook button on your app to read plot updates, view character biographies, and check the major ripple events affecting your story.
I am Ray Weaver, and this is The Crawl. Let's kick it off tonight with our very own homegrown villain, Johnny Finn, the Trapper. Sucker's been on death row for 5 whole years. Mr. Trapper's only got 48 hours left on our big blue marble, so I thought, hey, did you know one of the victims? Phones are open. Caller 1, you're on.
Hey, so, well, yeah, man, I mean, in my point of view, like, they can't fry this son of a bitch hard enough, you know? So he got messed up as a kid. I mean, that's no excuse to take it out on our finest boys in blue.
I hear you, but it ain't like our cops got the finest reputation, you know? Look at Marnie for one. Promotion to homicide, medal, the works. This gal's on top of the world, and guess what? Turns out she's dirtier than the rest of us down here in the mud. Mishandling evidence, improper conduct, who knows what else?
Damn. Guess you never know who's one of the good ones.
I hope you all had a nice, relaxing weekend. 2 new John Does. That's a dozen active cases in the last 2 weeks. We're on a hot streak here, and it ain't in the right direction.
We're doing our best, sir. At least, some of us are.
Son of a bitch.
We're all on the same team here. Bring me some wins. That's all.
One of you could now get a hidden agenda. Check your device, but hide your screen from your buddy. If you have the hidden agenda, you'll score big if you make it come true. When you get the chance to act on your agenda, use takeovers or persuasion to make the vote go your way. As there's just 2 of you, it could be that neither of you has the hidden agenda. However, if you don't have the agenda, you'll score points for correctly guessing whether or not your buddy has it.
Hey, don't let Calvary get to you. Ever since he got internal affairs eyes on you, he acts like some kind of moral crusader.
At this point, I just tune him out.
Seriously. You doing all right?
Everyone needs to agree on this decision. Remember that one of you has a hidden agenda.
Yeah. No, not really.
IA crawl further up your ass?
The world's first human-sized piece of talking excrement thinks I stole evidence. In different circumstances, we would be famous.
Yikes. But hey, at least everyone knows he's a turd.
Yeah.
I would keep your distance until all this inquiry bullshit blows over. Don't throw IA any bones.
Yeah.
Detective Marnie, come here a minute. I know you gotta be hating this.
Yeah.
Come on. You're a good cop. I know you didn't contaminate the crime scene intentionally.
You know me pretty well.
Look, just tell me you're doing all right, all right? I don't think I forgot what happens in 48 hours. Because of you, he's getting his ticket punched, and that's a heavy load.
So, has your buddy got the hidden agenda or not? Time to make your guess. If you have the agenda, try to bluff it out. You still need to complete your mission. This is it. This choice will determine the success or failure of the hidden agenda. Choose wisely.
I'm a bit anxious is all. I want to get it over with.
So does everybody else on the planet.
We'll make it a national holiday. The day Detective Marley finally got a good night's sleep.
I'll call the calendar.
Got your message. Heading to see your client now.
Sorry I couldn't make it back to town.
I'm not crazy about meeting Finn without his attorney present.
I know. Thank you for talking to him so quickly.
Well, he doesn't have much time left, does he?
No, he doesn't.
You want to give me a little preview?
It could be kind of a tough nut to crack. Be strategic.
Great. Any tips?
You need to get him to talk about Adam Jones.
Who's Adam Jones?
Better you hear it from him. You got a plan?
Are you ready for a new hidden agenda?
If he's actually got something to say, then I'm ready to hear it. Call you after?
Thank you.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Your attorney says you have something you want to tell me.
Sure, but you ain't gonna believe me. No one does. I used to blame God for what happened.
At Las Palmas? The orphanage?
We were just kids. We trusted them. But I've forgiven them now. God teaches us to forgive. If I gotta go out, I ain't going out a liar.
Then tell me the truth.
Miss Graves, I did not kill anybody.
Do you believe Adam Jones is the one responsible for these murders?
Oh, I don't believe it. I know it.
Who is he?
Adam was my best friend at the orphanage, and he killed those people.
I'm listening, but you have to give me more to go on.
Adam and I, we've seen some shit together. Makes you close. Adam escaped, and I found drugs. I was high from the moment I got out of there. And a couple of years later, a couple of centuries, hell if I know, Adam tracks me down online. And he keeps writing me and bringing up all that old shit from the orphanage. He says he knows exactly how to make... So we made an arrangement. I rat myself out, I take the heat off him, spend a couple of months in the clinic, and then wham! Trapper strikes again. Can't be me, 'cause I'm in here. Makes sense, right?
Pretty good.
Convenient is Father Raminsky running an orphanage. Fox in a henhouse. You have no idea what it was like in there. The playroom. Well, that's what he called it, but I think he was the only one who was having any fun in there. Cops never found it?
No.
Well, you can go see for yourself.
Not even sure if the orphanage is still standing. So where is he?
Adam? Now? No idea.
How can we find him? Gotta start someplace.
I got a place.
Where?
It's not, It's better if I draw you a map.
Remember that one of you has a hidden agenda. Is anyone acting suspicious?
You gonna draw me a treasure map?
All I can do is point you in the right direction, but,
Nope. You got words. Use them.
I kinda need to show you myself, you know?
Sorry, Finn. No dice.
Never even in the game, was I?
I can't take it! I'm not supposed to be here! It's not supposed to go like this!
Finn! Stop it!
This is insane.
Adam told me this wouldn't happen.
He told me I'd be out by now. He promised!
Finn, listen to me. I will look into this, Adam Jones, what you're saying, but even if it's true, it might be a day late and $1 short. I'm sorry.
How'd it go?
How do you think?
I got a report back on Adam Jones. He was at Las Palmas same time as my client, but he died in the same fire that closed it for good.
Look, I know where you're going with this, and it's not gonna work. There's no way they're letting Finn out. It's too flimsy.
I know. That's not what I'm after.
Then why bring me out here?
If you tell the judge about Adam Jones, maybe he'll grant Finn a temporary release and help the cops track down Jones.
Lana, it's too late.
It could lead to an appeal.
All we're doing is delaying the inevitable.
It's time to choose. Who do you think has the hidden agenda?
Adam Jones is reasonable doubt, Felicity.
I never wanted the death sentence, but I just don't think this is enough to stop it from happening.
Finn is not a good man, but he is not the Trapper. And if he dies, the Trapper is still out there.
So think carefully.
Yeah. You're right. Let's take it to Judge Van Stone, see what happens.
Thank you, Felicity.
Don't thank me yet. Thank you so much for seeing me so quickly.
Miss Petty already filled me in on this whole Adam Jones business.
Yes, sir. I just spoke with Mr. Finn.
Now, in my experience, you light a candle under a man's ass, you can fly a balloon out of his mouth.
Sir?
Are you buying his story?
Time for a new hidden agenda.
The timing is certainly convenient, but I think he's telling the truth. Or at least some version of it. So far it adds up.
Has anyone spoken to Jones?
He's been presumed dead for years.
Well, that's quite a stretch, don't you think? Well, even if Jones exists, how can you be sure Finn can track him down?
I'm not sure what the truth is, but I know it's out there and we need time to find it.
Apparently, you need to release a convicted serial killer to find it.
Just long enough to lead the police to Adam Jones.
You're full of surprises, Miss Graves. Well, if you were in my position, what would you do?
It's time to choose. Who do you think has the hidden agenda? This choice decides the hidden agenda. Choose wisely.
I think that he can help us. If you grant Finn a single-day release under armed guard, we may save an innocent man from wrongful execution.
I see. All right, Miss Graves. I'm going to grant Jonathan Finn a temporary release into police custody. But only for 3 hours, no more.
Thank you. Hey, Lana, you're not gonna believe this.
He actually went for it?
Surprised the heck out of me.
Wow. Nice work, Felicity.
Don't call me that. I'm gonna head over to Homicide and let him know.
Good call. And Felicity, thank you.
Don't thank me yet.
outrageous. Case against Finn was air goddamn tight. Nailed him with a hostage, for Christ's sake. Had to be one hell of a tale for you to go and spin the judge's head around.
Get ready for a new hidden agenda. If you have the hidden agenda, you'll score big if you make it come true. When you get the chance to act on your agenda, use takeovers or persuasion to make the vote go your way.
I'm sorry to spring this on you. We all want the same thing. A man is about to be put to death, and we need to make sure he deserves it.
Oh, Jonathan Finn deserves it. Of that I am sure.
Who exactly was Adam Jones? Did he come up at all during the investigation?
Uh-huh. There was an Adam Jones at the orphanage. But you know what? Sorry fucker was killed in the fire that shut the place down. So the story kind of ends there.
Finn's got impeccable timing. You don't think he's full of it?
I think there's something there. Judge thinks so too. He's granting a temporary release into police custody to help find Adam Jones. Finn tells me Rominsky had a secret room at the orphanage. Called it the playroom. It's where he held his extracurricular activities. Does that sound familiar?
Shit, no. I would remember they found something like that.
I was wondering, Mr. Hillary, so when you analyzed the bodies of the Trapper's victims, did you find anything that might suggest there could be another suspect?
Gosh, that was 5 years ago. I don't think so.
So no reason to suspect anyone but Finn?
I do recall only, submitting a partial analysis of the evidence because Mr. Finn confessed, so it seemed open and shut.
So there was more evidence left to analyze?
Well, yeah, trace signatures.
Do you have access to all that data?
Now just hold on a goddamn second. How can you even entertain the idea of letting this scumbag out of his cell? Finn had motive. He went through hell at Las Palmas. He hated the police. We even found his hair at another crime scene.
The RV park, right? That was the social worker? And, Detective Marnie, would you mind walking me through that night again?
I'll walk you through it in 2 words. Missed opportunity. Could have had Finn in handcuffs right then and there.
I think I'd like to hear from Detective Marnie, if you don't mind.
Sure. Catherine Hope was a social worker at Las Palmas Orphanage. We didn't know Finn had her. We got a 10-8 at Hog Haven Trailer Park out by the highway. A break-in in progress. I was closest to the scene, so I went solo. Should have been a piece of cake, but that night everyone was on pins and needles because the Trapper was raising Cain. And any one of us could have been next. This is 609 on the CFBIP. Open exit on the highway. No perp. Gonna make an entry to the trailer.
609 acknowledged. Caution advised.
Search for the clues shown at the top of the screen. When you spot them, use your pointer to highlight them before the timer runs out. You'll win a takeover for every clue found. These clues could help you in the future, so try to find them all.
Help me. Oh, shh. Okay. Just keep quiet. Who did this to you?
I was in the bar. I don't know. I woke up here. Oh, God. Please, help me. Please. What's happening?
Okay, I'm gonna remove the timer. Oh, crap.
Oh, God. Oh, my God, get me out of there.
Shh, calm down, please.
Hurry.
Oh, shh. Well, at least we only had one casualty that night.
Not that it did a lot of good. Social worker was killed in a hit and run a few weeks later.
It wasn't the kind of thing I'm eager to repeat.
Ben must have seen you coming. Pulled a Houdini before finishing the job.
Yeah, split so quick he left his gear behind.
How did Finn get away?
I tried to lock down the perimeter, but Finn was long gone by the time backup arrived.
So how did you link Finn to the scene?
I discovered that Mr. Finn had left a hair at the scene. We ran the DNA through our criminal database, and he came up as the match.
He was already in the system.
Finn had been in and out of the station so many times he practically had a door with his name on it. When we got the tip that he'd been spotted at a squat, we just happened to be driving by.
Shit just seems to fall in your lap, Detective.
At least I caught him, Dick.
Uh-oh. Mama Bear's got a temper. Watch out.
Okay, let's ease up on the pissing contest, all right? Let's at least try to pretend to work together.
Okay, I think we've opened up enough old wounds for one day. Trapper case shook us all up.
Sergeant.
I'd say we've been more than patient. Is there anything else you wanted to know?
Do you have Adam Jones's forensics records on file?
Well, not from his death.
Were there samples taken when he was placed in the orphanage?
Yes, most likely.
Would it be possible to pull those records and run them against evidence found at the Trapper's crime scene?
Are you shitting me? You're wasting the time of this entire division, you understand? I got a better idea. We let that psycho die on the table.
Cavalry. We'll have Mr. Hillary look into it, Miss Graves.
Thank you.
It's time to choose. Who do you think has the hidden agenda?
Hey, Graves.
Yeah?
I just wanted to say that...
Calvary's a dick.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. You were really helpful.
Will the hidden agenda succeed? Choose wisely.
Oh, hey, what are you doing tonight?
What?
I've got a huge stack of files at my apartment. Not gonna be able to get through it on my own.
You know, I think I'll take a pass. We'll let you know if anything comes up.
Fair enough. Have a good one. Huh. A rat trap. Target number 1, Rupert Walsh, local undertaker, drunk, no apparent connection to Las Palmas orphanage. After the murder, the trapper rigged a shotgun to the motel door and the first responding officer was killed. Second target, Frederick LeMay, orderly at Las Palmas, drug charges, assaults, but no convictions. Trapper left his body in a pitch-black room and filled the light fixture with C4. First responding officer flipped the switch, and sayonara. Third target, Father Rominsky. The trapper had sewn explosives inside his body, wired to blow if he moved a muscle. Left him sitting in a prayer position, and he was forced to confess his sins, namely the abuse he and his cronies conducted at the orphanage. The first responder was... it was Sergeant Teller. A theory. While the first target had no apparent connection to Las Palmas, all the responding officers were from the 3rd Precinct, including Detective Marnie. Were the initial victims just a smokescreen, and the real targets the 3rd Precinct police? Why would he target them? Contacts.
Who would you like to call?
Get ready. It's time for a new hidden agenda.
Becky Marnie.
Calling Becky Marnie.
Hi, Detective Marnie. This is Felicity Graves.
Hi.
Hi, I'm so sorry for calling so late, but I've just been going over the case files and... Do you mind if I run a theory by you?
Sure. Hit me.
Well, I noticed that all of the first responders were from the 3rd Precinct, including yourself. And do you think it's possible that the real targets in each of the Trapper killings were actually the first responding officers?
I suppose it's possible.
It's time to choose. Who do you think has the hidden agenda?
You don't sound too sure.
Well, what do you want me to say? We were all dirty?
I'm not accusing you, I'm just... Well, if you could tell me anything else that might help.
There's nothing to tell.
Okay. Sorry to bother you.
Have a good night, Miss Graves.
Another note, Trapper was Detective Something about the tension today between Calvary and Marnie feels like it runs deeper than they were letting on. Something seems fishy.
This is 125 at the 1016. Making entry.
125 acknowledged. Caution advised.
This is the police. Anyone here? Oh, dear God. Sir, can you hear me?
Are you ready for a new hidden agenda?
Hey, what's going on?
Becky, it's...
What?
It's not good. The victim. It's one of us.
What? What happened?
We're still sorting through the mess, but call came in, there was a body. Responder showed up. Body was rigged. It looks just like a trapper murder.
You don't mean that...
I know, I don't know how.
No. No, somebody has made a mistake. There's no way.
Becky.
I have to see.
Stop.
What? What?
It's Calvary.
No, that doesn't make sense. He doesn't answer calls. He's a detective.
He was the call.
Oh my God.
Excuse me, would you please stay clear of my working area? Thank you.
From what we can piece together, it looks like Calvary was, indulging in some private hospitality.
Hired hospitality?
Yep.
Track her down?
Just the manager's vague description, brunette, 20s.
Great.
Calvary's firearm was discharged, full clip. But the only blood in here is his own. And, Officer Montesino's.
The responder?
Calvary's body was rigged. With traps.
Fuck. That's a whole clip. If someone cut his throat from behind, then why would he fire this way? And if they did it from the front, why would he miss? Oh God. it's really him.
Anything?
Nothing useful.
Becky, I tried to call you last night.
Yeah?
You didn't answer.
I didn't feel like talking.
Where were you?
Think you know who's got the hidden agenda?
Do you really think I could do something like this? Listen to yourself.
I'm not saying that.
Oh no, but it's the first thing that pops up in there.
It's motive. Becky, we look for motive first thing we do. I just want to rule it out.
It's time to choose. Who do you think has the hidden agenda? This is it, guys. Let's resolve the hidden agenda.
I cannot believe that you would even think...
I'm trying to help you.
You know what, Carl? Go fuck yourself.
That's the end of part 1. Check the logbook, fix yourself a drink, and hit the box when you're ready to move on. Look who's in the lead. And now, part 2 of Hidden Agenda.
Hey, Simon, how you holding up?
Hanging in there.
A lot of extra work whenever there's a freak on the loose, I guess.
Okay, guys, can you settle down? Listen up. We lost a brother today. Another one won't be returning to duty. It could have been a lot worse. I know this is a dark day for all of us. Calvary was... he was a tough son of a bitch. Nobody thought he'd go out this way. But I'm gonna need you all to keep your nose to the grindstone until we crack this case.
Here's a new hidden agenda.
Excuse me, Sergeant. What's the latest on the witness? Call girl?
Our APB's out on the streetwalker and our potential suspect, Adam Jones. Any developments, you'll be the first to know. Right now, we're saying Calvary was taken off the payroll by a copycat killer. Maybe someone taking their cues from Finn and the Clink. Due to her close proximity to the case, we're being aided by Prosecutor Felicity Graves in this investigation. There's another thing. District Attorney Felicity Graves has negotiated to have Jonathan Finn temporarily released into our custody.
Aw, come on, you believe this?
Hey, listen, I get it. We think this could be a valuable lead and we're gonna follow it through. Anyone got a problem with that, come see me personally. Detective Marnie, I want you to go over Calvary's old case files, see if anything tracks with the previous Trapper hits.
Paperwork, Tom? You want my fingers doing all the work while this guy's still out there?
Detective Marnie, you would do what's required of you, do you hear me?
5 by 5, Sergeant Nelson.
Okay, people. Can't let the flies start buzzing. We got a job to do.
Hi.
Miss Graves.
How you holding up?
It's tough losing one of the ranks. No matter how it goes down. But thank you for asking. Let you know if we find anything.
They're getting ready to move Finn for his little field trip. I'd like for you to join us.
So would I. If I can get out of the dungeon. Do we have a problem?
What?
The fuck were you going on about this morning at the crime scene?
Becky.
Do you honestly think that I have something to do with this?
Not now, okay?
Yeah, I want to know why you don't trust me.
Becky, hey, come on. Everyone knows about the bad blood between you and Calvary. You really gotta cool it. Some of these guys think you're not all there. You could lose your job.
So bad blood equals murder suspect. It's kind of a stretch.
You had motive, Becky. I'm just doing my job.
It's time to choose. Who do you think has the hidden agenda? Did you guess the right person? Let's find out.
Why you keep pushing me?
You better rest.
Hey! You keep pushing me and I'm gonna push back.
You really want to threaten your partner right now?
Adam Jones was definitely at Las Palmas, same time as Finn. Allegedly died in the fire that shut the place down. Now, according to Finn, Jones grew up to be the trapper, but how can that be possible? Doesn't make sense. The Undertaker. The one target Finn had no clear motive to kill. No apparent connection to Las Palmas. Widow claimed to have no idea why Finn would want to kill her husband. Maybe 5 years have given her a fresh perspective. I'm gonna go see if she wants to be chatty.
Yes?
Miss Johnson?
What do you want?
Here's another hidden agenda.
I'd like to speak to you about your husband.
What are you, a cop? I ain't got nothing to say to you.
No, ma'am, I'm not a cop. I'm a reporter doing some research on the Trapper case.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any idea why the Trapper might want to harm your husband?
He did more than harm that son of a bitch. He killed him. Tore his damn throat out, and thank God for it. At least someone had the balls to put that scum in the ground. I would have liked to shake the Trapper's hand. Did me a favor.
It's time to choose. Who do you think has the hidden agenda? Everything rests on this decision.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear that your husband treated you like that. Sounds like he had it coming one way or another.
Yeah, one way or another. That all you wanted?
I'd like to know if, your husband ever used the services of a call girl.
What are you, kidding? He suck his pecker in everything from high-priced spreads to gutter cleaners. I gave up keeping score.
Ma'am, have you ever heard of anyone by the name of Adam Jones?
A kid named Adam used to help my husband out sometimes before he lost his undertaking job, but that was a long time ago.
Could this be him? Maybe just grown up a bit?
Well, yeah, could be. Yeah.
Are you sure? Take a good look.
Yep. I say that's him.
Well, thank you for your time, Miss Johnson.
This is 609. In pursuit of an unknown suspect. Average height. Dark hoodie.
Time for a new hidden agenda.
Marnie.
Headed to a house at 22 Huffman Road. Meet you there?
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just turning out to be kind of an interesting day. I'll see you soon.
Do me a favor and just make sure he doesn't try anything.
Oh, he can certainly try. Don't get any ideas.
It's good to see you again.
How are your bracelets?
Well, I can't feel my fingers, if that's what you're asking. You gonna help me out or what?
Here.
Thanks.
So is this where Adam came after the orphanage?
This is where Adam grew up.
All clear. Couple squatter nests, but looks like they split.
All right, give us 5. Start the tour, boss.
Right this way. This room, right in here. This is where Adam slept when he ran away.
Nobody's been here for years, Finn.
Well, I didn't say he'd be here to greet us.
So you're saying that this is his, not some squatters?
Squatters wouldn't dare.
What is all this?
Adam's pop was a pest control man.
You don't say.
It was a pretty good one, too.
Traps, of course.
The one thing Adam got from his dad was a knack for killing vermin.
Detective Marnie, Sarge says it's time to wrap it up.
We found something. Just need a couple more minutes.
How did Adam end up at the orphanage?
Well, Adam's pop would get so blasted he couldn't see a hole in a ladder. Beat his wife senseless if she gave him one crooked look. One night, she loaded up his double-aught, took his head clean off, right in front of Adam.
Trapper's first target, he beat his wife too. The Undertaker. Another drunk.
Judge put her away for life. No parole, no visits from her kid. Guess it don't matter that if she hadn't picked up that shotgun, Pops would have killed them both sooner or later anyway. That's our justice system for you, right?
No good outcomes in a case like that. Surprised she couldn't see her kid, though. That's harsh.
That's Judge Vanstone.
You're kidding.
Think I'd kid about the man who sentenced me to die? A couple of weeks in, Mama Jones hung herself in her cell.
Christ.
So yeah, Adam was shipped off to Las Palmas. Out of the frying pan into the fire, huh? You wouldn't believe what they did to us in there. Raminsky and that piece of shit orderly. And you know, we tried to fight him the way you're supposed to fight him. We called the cops. 3rd Precinct. And nobody did a goddamn thing. Not even our own social worker. So once Adam got out of that hellhole, he figured out his own way to make them all pay. Those cops? He knew their beat. He timed every murder to the minute. He knew exactly who'd get the call and exactly what was waiting for him. Cops failed, parents failed, system failed. What would you do? You took out the people who hurt us.
How well do you know your friends? Who's holding something back?
If I've been hurt like Adam, yeah. I'd want them to pay.
Yeah? You know, I used to think maybe Adam's the only one who can see the world for what it truly is. See past all the bullshit. The evil deeds that lie in the hearts of men. But now I know only God has that gift. Thanks for hearing me out. After all this time, it's nice to tell my side of it.
Sure. Call anytime.
There is something else.
Yeah?
The hostage. When you picked me up. Daniela Cardenas. Well, Daniela and her sister Izzy were with us at Las Palmas. We went through the same shit. Izzy never got over it. OD'd a couple of years later. Adam knew that Daniela would do anything to see Raminsky pay.
Son of a bitch.
My God. The hostage was in on it.
This is Officer 609.
10-4.
We're gonna need an APB on a new suspect. Daniela Cardenas. I repeat, we need an immediate APB. Cardenas was not a hostage in the Trapper case. She was a co-conspirator.
Center copy.
I'm gonna call Simon Hillary. If Daniela's sister passed through the morgue, he might be able to take up the case. You gonna be all right?
Go.
Hey.
You still think I'm making all this up?
Less and less. But without proof that Adam's still running around...
I can get you proof.
No, you can't.
You're right. Not like this, I can't.
You're nuts.
Look, he's never gonna show his face while I'm on a leash. But on my own, I can draw him out.
Vanstone wouldn't go for it in a million years.
What if I were a wire? Then you could keep tabs on me.
No.
But it could work.
No. You're on death row. Did you forget that?
For crimes I didn't commit. Did you forget that? Look, there's, something I may have neglected to mention.
Oh, please, enlighten me.
Adam told me that if I were to ever find myself free of incarceration, he'd reach out immediately.
Is that so?
You could make it look like I overpowered you. No one would have to know.
I cannot believe you're actually proposing this.
Yes, you can, because you know it's the only way to catch him. Look at me. I could take you out in a second. Police would buy it. We can make it look real.
Prisoner 75422 is requested to be returned to custody immediately.
This is Officer 732 receiving request. Please stand by for confirmation.
It's time to choose. Who do you think has the hidden agenda?
How would you even find him?
I got strings I can pull. I can find him. You just gotta let me.
This choice decides the hidden agenda. Choose wisely.
Do it.
Becky? Hey, time to wrap it up. Becky. Oh, shit. We need help up here! Now!
The notorious serial killer known as the Trapper has escaped from prison just days before he was to face the final curtain for his crimes. Jonathan Finn was responsible for the deaths of numerous first responders during a reign of fear 5 years ago. Officials warn that Finn is dangerous and any sighting should be immediately reported to the authorities.
You want to tell me how this happened? How you let this happen?
You weren't in the room with him. He's a big guy. I doubt you could have done any better. And why didn't anyone see him leave?
Don't put this on anyone else.
This was a serious fuck-up. No two ways about it. We'll get this guy. Carl, what's the update?
U.S. Marshals are initiating the manhunt as we speak.
Good. Stay on point with them. Becky, until we catch a break, I need you back on case files.
Sir, I think I could be a lot more effective out in the field.
Becky, I just don't feel comfortable working with you right now.
What? Carl!
I'm sorry.
All right. Go. Well?
Whatever Becky's got herself wrapped up in, it stinks to high heaven.
Keep your eye on her.
Did you trust her when you were partners?
Yeah, I did.
LeMay, orderly at Las Palmas. In and out of the 3rd Precinct lockup for years, but known for his uncanny ability to avoid doing any real time. Seems likely that he knew people on the inside. If the 3rd Precinct cops were the Trapper's targets, well, he connects both worlds. His brother, Vernon LeMay, works in sanitation downtown. I'm gonna pay him a visit.
I'd like to have a little chat. This is 609 in pursuit of suspect. Party made foot bail.
another hidden agenda card. Check your screens.
Stay back. Back!
You all need to agree here. But who's got the hidden agenda?
Mr. LeMay, listen to me. You don't want to do anything stupid, okay?
I don't gotta do anything.
No. I just want to talk to you.
What the hell you want to talk about?
Put the gun down. I just want to talk. Las Palmas Orphanage? I need your help. The sooner you cooperate, the sooner this little misunderstanding will be over.
Stay back.
It's time to choose. Who do you think has the hidden agenda? Careful now. This is the big choice.
Okay. I'm just gonna drop my weapon. Okay? See? I only want to talk to you.
God damn it.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say
can and will be used against me. Story of my life, lady.
Yeah, let's go. Ain't looking too good right now, Vernon. I guess low-life numbskull just runs in the family, huh?
What?
Quit dicking me around. This is about your brother.
Get ready for a new hidden agenda.
Adam Jones.
Ah.
What can you tell me?
Bro mentioned him once or twice. Said no matter how much he wailed on him, the kid would just look back at him with these big old dead eyes. Just taking it. Bro could do whatever he wanted, no matter how much the bastards complained. Cops weren't gonna touch their golden goose.
Why is that?
You know what? I think my mouth just got tired. I think it's time for my lawyer. I know my rights.
Dirty cops ain't news, LeMay. You ain't got shit.
Yeah, you gonna send me up the river? You better make a hell of a lot of extra room.
Why is that?
Because I'm taking half the police department with me.
It's time to choose. Who do you think has the hidden agenda? It's crunch time. The hidden agenda hangs on this choice.
You wanna keep fucking with me?
Ah, hey!
We're not done yet.
Hey, get this crazy bitch off of me!
Hey, Frankie. He was quite the ladies' man, huh? Always knew how to find a date.
What? Ah!
A girlfriend. Who was he seeing?
No.
Who was he seeing, numbnuts?
No one, really.
What is that?
Well, he met some escort online. Showed me some pics, like, X-rated stuff. Last time I talked to him, he was setting up a date. So what, is that a crime?
Last time I checked.
Escort, hookers, again. Maybe there's something there.
Nice work, Marnie. I actually thought you lost it for a second there.
Well, he was holding back. Just had to speak a language that he could understand.
Is this scumbag telling the truth?
About his brother?
About the cops?
The whole 3rd precinct was dirtier than a truck stop toilet.
The, whole precinct?
Yeah, I kept my nose clean, but it wasn't easy. Sergeant Teller was my boss, for Christ's sake.
We have to tell someone about this.
No reason to dig up the dead just to drag him through the mud.
You're not wrong, but it doesn't feel right.
Sometimes you gotta break a few eggs, Carl.
What's up, Becky?
On my way to see Simon Hillary.
At home?
Yeah. I'm really starting to think there's a connection here with the prostitutes and the trapper killings. Hillary might have some forensic evidence we've overlooked.
Just be delicate. Man, nearly got his lid blown off this morning.
It's just a few questions. It's no big deal.
Detective Marnie. Hello.
I'm sorry to bother you at home.
Please. Come in. I can't believe how close I was to I can't even say it yet.
You got lucky.
You're telling me. Just another split second and... My God.
Get ready for another hidden agenda card. Check your screens.
You examined the trapper's rigs last time. How did this match up? Same guy?
Yes. I do believe it's the same trapper.
How can you tell?
Well, the rigging in his nose. I mean, the only way to describe it would be artful. Masterful, even.
Do you remember the first trapper murder?
Yes. The Undertaker, was it?
Looks like he had a little date with a hooker the same night of his murder. Just like Calvary. And LeMay, the Las Palmas orderly, he had a date planned with a hooker just before the trapper got him. That's just too many hookers to be a coincidence.
Huh?
Unless every single man in this town is a John.
Well.
I'm working on a new theory. It's just a sketch, but I think you can help me.
All right.
Was there anything you found that might point to the killer being a woman?
Well, there was trace evidence. Yes, it's possible, certainly.
Is that data still available?
Of course, the records were archived when Finn confessed.
Are you all right?
Sorry? It's this morning. I'm still a little shaken up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Back in 2012, when we took down Finn, he had a hostage, Daniela Cardenas.
I remember. She, relevant?
Turns out she wasn't a hostage after all. Whole thing was a setup.
I can't believe it. That's preposterous.
Daniela's sister, Isabella, died a few years ago. Came through the city morgue. That one of yours?
One of...
Did you examine the body?
I don't recall. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Something's fishy. It's like we've got all these tidy little puzzle pieces, but the picture on the box makes no sense. Feeling like there's a lot more to this than just Jonathan Finn, you know?
I'm not sure I do, Detective.
And now, the Calvary murder, maybe Finn's still a part of it, but what if someone else is pulling the strings?
I'm suddenly feeling very unsafe again.
Daniela's another puzzle piece. A small one, but important. Finn's Adam Jones apparently survived the orphanage fire. Worked for the Undertaker, Trapper's first Vic. The widow even identified him from a picture.
I'm sorry, I am still feeling very foggy after the explosion.
It's time to choose. Who do you think has the hidden agenda? This is it, guys. Let's resolve the hidden agenda.
Sorry, just a moment. I'll get that all cleaned up. My apologies. I'm still a little scattered.
Don't worry about it. Here, let me help you. All right. I've taken up way too much of your time.
It's no bother. Really.
Oh, I know that you didn't get to finish your evaluation at the crime scene. Is there anything that you may have missed?
Well, I don't think so, but this was no typical attack. Whoever Calvary was with, he probably knew them.
Thank you for your time. Okay, that was odd. Simon basically freaked out. And that hoodie. Was he following me at the widow's house? My gut says that he's mixed up with this somehow. Time to do some digging. Isabella Cardenas. Found on the side of the road, apparent overdose. Body showed signs of long-term abuse. Medical examiner was Simon Hillary. Huh. He didn't mention this. Maybe he didn't know this was Daniela Cardenas' sister? Date of death is just before the Trapper killings began. "8:23 p.m., revisiting the crime scene of Detective Jack Calvary's murder. Gonna have a closer look at the bedroom first. It's not that big of a place, but always have to wonder if the forensic team missed something.
Bloody mess. Marks spread outward on the headboard from the origin of the blast. Explosion was highly directional. If Simon did know about the bomb, it's possible he could have avoided serious injury. Forensics confirmed that the bullets were fired from Calvary's gun. But why?
I can explain.
Yeah, well, you damn well better.
I will. I will, just...
Could you start talking?
I needed to know.
Know what?
About you.
What were you trying to find out?
I know you and Calvary had issues.
It's putting it mildly.
That's exactly my point. The inquiry?
Jesus Christ.
If you wanted Calvary out, then you could have used Finn's confession to pin it on the Trapper. That's opportunity and motive.
You're right. And so is this
right
now.
Oh God, please. Please, Maggie.
Felicity. Who am I? Who?
I'm sorry.
For you to think that I could do this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's the end of part 2. Hit the box when you're ready to move on.